Good morning and welcome to our history class. We are having the last topic for our history, United Nations and the major agency of the United Nations. Normally it is given in the 2 chapters. This year from this chapter many parts have been reduced. So you will focus upon your chapter and the syllabus. The number 1, the objective of the UN. In the chapter number 13, the objectives of the UN. And then we are having the organs of the United Nations. As 3 organs we are taking. That is the General Assembly, the Security Council, then International Court of Justice. 3 organs are there. This we have to discuss in the chapter. At present syllabus, the first objective of the UN. So page number 136 in your book, it is given about the UN. UN, that United Nations organization as world level agency. Earlier we had the League of Nations. It was failure because we had to face the Second World War. Then it is decided we have to start a new agency who can control the war. A rich nation cannot exploit the poor nation. For this aim or purpose for the further development and minimize the gap between the many diversity, the world level and organization setup, it is known as the United Nations Organization. All members are free to join it, all the nations, and they have to follow only the instruction of the UN. India is also presently the part of the UNO, and as a peacemaker, always we are supporting there. So, UNO had a certain aim or objective. Main aim are given in the numbers. The number 1, to maintain international peace and security. This is very important because when peace and security is disturbed, then only problems are created among the nations. To develop friendly relations among nations based on the respect of the principle of equal rights and self-determination of the people. It is true. Earlier, First and the Second World War, that was the war of supremacy. To avoid this situation, now we brought that mutual respect, either big nation to small nation. Then the third, to achieve international cooperation in solving the international economic, social, cultural or the humanitarian problem. So all these things are important there. Then we are having the 4th point, to be center of harmonizing the action of the nation in the attainment of these common ends. Now, the 5th point, new point, 3 words are there: disarm, develop, decolonize. Disarm, develop, decolonize. This is the 5th point. But this is the first important point nowadays. So whenever this question is asked, first you will write 3 words in the beginning of your answer: disarm, decolonize and develop. This is the very important point at this end. Okay, so this 5 point you have to learn for your objective. Very simple point. Now, organs of the UN, organs of the United Nations. Basically, we are having the discussion over the 3 main headings. The number 1, General Assembly. This assembly is for each and every member who is the part of the United Nations. With their composition, this assembly is formed for the common minimum program for all the year. Then the Security Council, with the name, this council is as an organ basically to check the war and to prevent the peace. Means we have to check the war and spread of the peace. This agency is working time to time. Then the 3rd, the International Court of Justice. Normally there are the dispute between the 2 nations or 2, 3 or more nations. To solve in the proper way, we are having the International Court of Justice where international law is applicable. According to present syllabus, that you should know the objective of the UN and then organs of the UN. But one thing I will suggest you, that read about the of this as for your information. But you have to prepare about the objectives of the UN and only the names of the 3 organs. Okay, this is the limited part of your chapter number 13. For the chapter number 14 also you are having the limited portion. Means in this major agencies of the United Nations. So 3 agencies basically we are having. So you have to prepare the name of the agency with the abbreviation. This is the abbreviation and here is the name, UNICEF. In the 3 words it is completed, United Nations Children's Fund. Means earlier we were having the big one, that United Nations International Children Economic Education Fund, that is not at present. Only this word, United Nations Children Fund. You have to prepare for your abbreviation. Then second one is there, that is the World Health Organization, WHO. Then third we are having United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is known as the UNICEF. So in this year, a very short way we are having this one, only names and expansion of the abbreviation. So at least you can take a simple reading for the lesson for your knowledge. So you are having the syllabus only. The first one, United Nations, that is the objective of the UN and the names of the 3 organs. And then in the major agency of the United Nations, UNICEF, WHO and UNESCO, only you have to prepare the name and abbreviation. So now it is your portion for your completed for the board. Good morning, and now we will start our revision session. Already for the chapter we started the revision. After judging your first pre-board copy, I can say some suggestions are there I would like to share with you all. The very first thing, read your chapter. In your answers, I can say that you did not read your chapter once. So first start reading of your chapter according to your syllabus. That is very important. Every lecture I have given this suggestion to read your chapter. So please, time is less, follow it and read your chapter according to your syllabus. Second thing, you are having your current syllabus with you. Every session I have given the syllabus first before start my lecture. So go through according to your syllabus. If you have marked everything, it is well and good. Otherwise, through the videos, once again you mark in your chapter and whatever extra questions are given to you. Third important thing, you are suggested with the CISCE website to check the questions from the board side. Start checking the question. There it is given for almost chapter. Then it was given the question for your writing. So at least you are having the syllabus. Start writing your work with your lessons. Read your chapter, take whatever things are covering in your syllabus, write in your points. Points are very important. Twice or thrice you have to go through the chapter, then only you will understand everything, and points you have to mention. For each question, as I have suggested earlier and today also, don't limit your answer, not with the 2 or 3 points. You have learned 4 or 5 points, you have to write it. That is very important. So, number of the point, but significant point, not within the 1 point create second or third point, you won't get the mark. So whatever is correct point, write it properly. Along with the point heading, you can write 2-3 lines if it is necessary in the answer to justify your answer. So main heading, if it is some error in the justification of your description, it is correct, you will get your mark. This is important things related with your present preparation for your board. Don't ignore it. So I hope you all are having the current syllabus. Like in the history chapter number 1, the Indian national movement. Only 4 causes are the main heading, and with the causes you have to prepare your chapter. So these causes are related political, socio-religious, economic and military. Please check once again heading which causes are related with whom. Solve your first semester question paper and first pre-board, and when you will get the second pre-board, that also for your proper preparation, because they are according to your syllabus. So here you have to move with your syllabus. Second chapter, you are having the socio-religious reform movement, contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Jyotiba Phule, and role of the press. Then about the formation of Congress, and then about the objectives, and 1 and 2 more heading before the Congress established. That heading you have to cover. Then first phase of the national movement. In this, first of all, the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist. Their method and objective both are different. Their leaders are different. Three leaders are given in your book. So please be sure with their pictures also. And then write your answer. That is very important. From Muslim League, this year only foundation and objective. 2 topics we have to cover. It is expected to learn thoroughly. Then you are having the next heading, mass phase of national movement related with Mahatma Gandhi. So 3 national movement launched by him, and non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement and quit India movement. In between, causes, the causes are there, then when movement started, and then about the detail about the movement and suspension, and 2 of the heading non-cooperation and quit, it is asked about the impact. So prepare in this line. You need not to drop a single word from this topic. Then forward block, about forward block and INA, and then contribution of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So here you have to thorough with all the heading, and then independence and partition of India. So this time Mountbatten Plan and about the independence of Indian Act. So this 2 and reason for accepting Mountbatten Plan. So here this 3 part you have to cover. Some similarities and dissimilarities are there with the Mountbatten and the Independence Act. So both you have to prepare. In such way you have to start your learning. Already now you have completed your first part of the history. So according to that, you can prepare well for your examination. It is required your learning in the proper way and honest way. So you can't ignore. At least your reading things and then writing. So it is very important for this subject. Read and write several times as I informed. The contemporary word. In this we are having the First World War. Causes. That is the nationalism and imperialism, division of Europe and Sarajevo crisis, and then result, Treaty of Versailles, and 1 or 2 points are there. So you can write in your copy the question that what were the causes for the First World War, heading nationalism and imperialism, division of Europe, and then we can say Sarajevo crisis, it is related with the immediate cause. And then Treaty of Versailles, there a great number of points are there, 7-8 points you have to prepare for it. The Second World War, here it is asking about the causes, like dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles, rise of fascism and Nazism, Japanese invasion of China, and failure of League of Nations, and finally Hitler invasion of Poland. It was the immediate cause. So altogether in your book I have given how you will mark the causes. So you have to write accordingly your answer in your support. Then United Nations, the objective of the youth. Here 4-5 headings are there, and finally last three important: decolonize, disarm. These are the important points. So you have to prepare it. 5 points at least you have to prepare in the support of your answer. Organs, and then I said to read about something organs. So you have to prepare about the United Nations General Assembly, Security Council and the International Court of Justice. So these organs also read once or twice. Basically names are given, but at least read for your knowledge. Major agencies of United Nations: UNICEF, WHO and UNESCO. So you have to write the names abbreviation. Little bit take a look with the reading, but you have to focus with the abbreviation. So this is important about your history side. So you can prepare your chapter in such way. Already in our videos and revision video we have completed all. So now once again I will say that you have to read your chapters well. Until or unless you won't read your syllabus, you won't be able to understand the question. The main difficulty came that the same question you are unable to understand because did not prepare your syllabus properly. So please do it. Okay, thank you children.